In this video, you'll learn how to change your document margins, change the paragraph spacing, understand where a paragraph is, and changing word styles. We'll start with the margins. We see in this document the margins look to be about 1 inch in space around. To just check what our margins are, we're going to select Layout, Margins, and yes, we see that they're set on normal 1 inch around. What if we want these 1.5 inches around? There are no 1.5 inch choices, so I'll have to select Custom Margins, and we'll leave the top and the bottom at 1 inch, and we'll do 1.5 inches on the left and the right hand sides. We've now created a custom margin. This document looks a little strange to some people because it has a lot of little symbols in it. These are editing markings, and you'll find those on the home page, and we see that the show and hide paragraph marks and other formatting symbols is turned on because it's gray. If I select it again, it turns off. Why would I want to use this? Well, you'll see here that it shows me wherever a hard return or the Enter key was pressed on the keyboard. By using this, I can delete any of those that I don't want to have available because I've already hit a paragraph return after the end of the paragraph. And again, on a computer, the only place that there's a paragraph end is where you hit the hard return. Now realize you can work with these symbols on at any time, and they do not print. They're for on-screen only. But if you don't like them, we'll turn them back off. But it does show you why you have a space there when there shouldn't be one. Let's see what happens when we let the computer do the spacing for us. I'm going to highlight these few paragraphs that I've already changed the spacing in to delete the hard returns that shouldn't have been there. I'm going to select Paragraph, and I can put in some spacing after the paragraph. I'm going to put in 8 points and select OK. We now see that the computer realizes that we want a space between each paragraph, so we don't have to hit our hard return or Enter key twice. Why would you want to do this? Well, when you change the formatting of the font or the layout margin, then having that extra paragraph mark in there could really mess things up. Also, I might want to have more space in between my lines. Quite often, people will have it set at 1.5 lines. Or if you've been asked to double space, we'll select double space. And now the computer's done the work for us. In this document, I want to use some styles. Now, I might want the title of the document to be larger. I might want to have it bold, maybe in a different color. Well, we're going to let the computer do that for us. By selecting the line itself, anywhere on that line, I can select the title style, and now it's changed it for us. I might want Carson Newman University here to have a be the subtitle, and we see that that's changed the font and the shading. But you know, I think I'd like to see any subtitle a little bit larger. So I can modify this by right-clicking, selecting Modify. I don't want it just gray, I want it bold. And instead of 11 points, let's make it 14. And we'll select OK. And now we see that that's changed the whole line. And of course, the last thing that I want to do in any document is to make sure that my spelling and my grammar are correct. I see here that this word is spelled wrong because of the red underline. This one, the double blue line, indicates a grammar error. But Word has even more for us. If we select Editor, we see that there's a total of 6 suggestions in this particular paper. The first one is spelling. When I select that, it takes me to the spelling errors. And now I can select the right one. And I can go on to the grammar, and it shows me that I have a comma here and a period. I only need the period. And in this case, I have a comma where a comma doesn't need to be, so I can select the correction. There's also suggestions for clarity, formality, and vocabulary. Play around with this. It's very helpful in making a professional looking document.